travel. This is, specifically for special, when you're planning special occasions, birthday celebrations, destination weddings, vow renewals, you're trying to get together your family and friends to do a group getaway. The question I always get, drum roll please. The question I always get is, where should I go? Where should I travel? Where should I go? What destination should I go to? That is literally the most burning question I always get, okay? So I want to quickly just give you 3 things to always consider when you are trying to figure out where you should travel, where you should go, okay? Okay, first thing, I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget. Okay, first thing, when you're trying to determine where you want to travel and where you need to go, the first thing you have to think about is duration, okay? Duration is important. Now, let me be clear here. I have seen where people will tell or just have shared that they want to, let's say, for example, you say you want to go to Africa, right? But then for duration, the number of days you have to travel are 4 to 5 days. Africa is off the list, right? It's off the list. You need 10 to 14, honestly, is what I would suggest, but 10 to 12 at the shortest, to go to the continent of Africa, okay? Because you lose 2 days just from traveling alone. So if you only have 4 days to travel, you only there 2 days, you can't make it make sense, right? So duration is the first thing you have to consider. And so if you only have 3 to 5 days, I'm telling you, Mexico or U.S., Mexico or Caribbean, okay? If you have 5 to 10 days, you could do Europe, okay? You can do Europe if you have 5 to 10 days. But when you get into your Africa and your Asia, those continents are much further. That is where we're looking at, you need at least, 10 plus days. Okay. So hopefully that is helpful. That's the first thing you should think of is duration. How many days do you have? That already in itself narrows down what part of the country, region you need to consider. Okay. Second thing, cost. I had to shake my head there. Cost. Now, for all of you that are avid travelers, you know that the cost of travel has changed drastically, okay, over the last 2.5 years. The number of first-time passports are at an all-time high. The State Department has done so many changes and restructuring to support the demand of what is coming in. They have had, extra times where they're trying to approve and do people's passports. Now they have automated renewals. So now you can automate online. So they have made a lot of changes. Thank God for the State Department. Shout out. But they have made a lot of changes to support the international travel community, and the demand that has, really just taken off, especially since COVID. So even, travel professionals, we're all trying to keep up with this demand. So if you're considering the travel business, you know where to go. Wanderlust Pros Academy. Okay, I just had to plug that. But it is an amazing industry and is at an all-time high, and it will continue to do that because people are really, it's just the world has changed drastically and people understand the value in traveling, and not just traveling, but having a travel professional that is well-traveled, and having, all of our Wanderlust Pros, when they go through the academy, even if they are not well-traveled and they're trying to get more destinations under their belt, they have me. They have other advisors within our community, within the Wanderlust Pros travel group that have traveled, that are well-traveled. So there's no question you can throw this way or ask that somebody within our network will not be able to answer and assist you with when it comes to international travel. We just We know it inside and out, okay? Been around the world. So, I don't know how I got on that, but basically, cost. So cost is important. I was saying how the cost of travel has increased. Right. So the cost of travel has increased drastically over the last couple of years. And so international, and remind you, we sell international land travel. Go watch my video on why I do not book low end ocean cruises. That's not what I do. We book luxury international land travel. Okay, so for luxury international land travel, you're looking at a minimum of $1,800 to $2,000. Let's just say $2,000 at this point. $2,000 per person minimum to travel internationally, Mexico, Caribbean, or beyond. Okay, $2,000 minimum per person. Like, just have that number in your mind when you're trying to plan international travel. And $2,000 is the bare minimum. Okay, that's us putting you in something. We only do 4+ star and higher, but you could make something work with $2,000. But anything less than that, you're probably not. It's not going to be very nice. It's not going to be just save a couple extra dollars and wait, because that's a really good starting point for international travel right now. And that's including your airfare. Let me say that is including your airfare. And that's assuming a weekend getaway, a 4-day stay somewhere. Okay. So cost, and then last is the experience. And this is really where a professional travel advisor, a well-traveled advisor, or somebody within, again, Wanderlust Pros Travel Group, one of our advisors, that can point you in the right direction of a destination that's going to provide you with the experience you're looking for. So perfect example, I was talking to a client a couple weeks ago who I had booked them a trip to Costa Rica a couple years ago. Now they're looking to go somewhere else, and they were able to tell me what they really enjoyed about Costa Rica. And I was able to pull what those experiences were and how they really enjoyed that trip to then help them curate this next trip for their next milestone, right? Because as a client of ours, we learn what you like, what you're into, and we help you curate experiences to go to destinations that are going to give you that experience. So experience matters too, okay? It's not just about posting and saying you went somewhere and doing the little Instagram stuff. It is about being, truly being able to indulge yourself in a destination and walk away with an experience that you will never forget. Okay? I have clients that have been rocking with me since the beginning of time, 12 years ago. And that is one of the, things they always say. It's just like, it's memorable experiences that you will never forget. Okay. So the 3 things: consider first duration. How long do you have? Use that to help you narrow it down. Second is cost. I gave you a baseline minimum to kind of have in mind as of October of 2024. It may be something completely different, 6 months down the road, but that's a fairly good number to kind of have in mind for right now in this moment, based on the type of travel that we sell, which is luxury international travel, land travel, I should say. And then lastly is experience. The type of experience that you're looking to have, the things that you like to do, your personality, all of that matters when you are trying to choose your destination. So, it's something in my hair. So I hope that was helpful, and send us a DM if you have any questions. Send me a DM, whatever you need to do, but we are here to answer any questions you have. And of course, just always go to our website and schedule a consultation if you are interested in our services. Bye.